Hey girl, happy Mother's Day if you're a mother. I was like, let me go ahead and push these readings out because I told her yesterday morning, and here it is Sunday morning. Well, you know, as a mom, Mother's Day celebrations, celebrating Mother's Day. I was outside all day yesterday, I ain't gonna even lie. And then when I came home, I was so drained. I tried to go live for a little bit, and I stayed live for a bit, trying to make a little, do some little mini reads. And once I finished that, I felt drained doing that. And so I was like, oh, not today. But I feel better. I'm refreshed. God is good. It's a new day. We here. Let's get started. So, you had some career-related questions, and I got a certain type of cards, certain type of cards for that, because you were saying that you felt like you were at a crossroad. So I was like, okay, let me pull out my wisdom tarot, and then I pull out my wisdom oracle. They like use these, so I'm gonna use these for your general. It's almost like they burning my damn hands, so I'm gonna use them. And I'll clarify with these cards that I've been shuffled. Like, come on, Spirit, work with me here. It's Mother's Day now. So, I'll put these right here. And then I'll start the reading with the Oracle Wisdom Message. I ain't used these in a long time, so I know they good in charge. So, you're feeling like you're at a crossroads right now. What is the next step career-wise? First, you got to ask yourself, what do you want? Versus being at the crossroads, ask yourself, and what's the next step is career-wise. Ask yourself, what do I want? What do you really want? You know what I'm saying? What do the Pisces want for the Pisces? You feel me? So, in Spirit, please and thank you. Calling out to my spirit guides, divine angels, ancestors, and fairies for the collective, the Pisces. What is the next step for, what is next for the collective, the Pisces, career-wise? The Pisces feels like she is at a crossroad. What is the next step? The next step, what is next? Goddamn, what is next career-wise for the Pisces? Spirit, please and thank you. Get a little tongue-tied. What's next career-wise for the Pisces who feels as if she's at a crossroad? What's next, Spirit, please and thank you. So, I feel like whatever you're doing in your career, you are growing. It's almost like you've been doing it for a while. So, it's like it's almost giving seasons. But it's almost as if you're bored. So, what's next career-wise? The position that you're in. Do you like it? Do you feel like you can go up? Because a leg up means moving up in your career. So you may be getting a promotion soon or moving up in your current career. So what's next is a leg up. You know, moving up, even though you feel like you're between worlds right now, because there's a part of it that you don't like and there's a part of it that you love. I definitely feel like this is what makes you. You are a by the book type person when it comes to your job. This is what your fate is to do with the fates, because she speaks about, the fates is about, you know, destiny. So is what you're doing is what you're destined, what you're supposed to be doing. You are aligned, even though it may be a little squiggly. So the main thing is, you know, that leg up when that promotion comes, or even if it's gonna be from this job. Do you got to, like, have you been applying to, you know, remove yourself from where you are and to, you know, take a step further and find you another job? Because regeneration is about shedding old layers and, you know, stepping up, moving up in the world. I'm gonna pull, I mean, I got 5, I'm gonna pull 5 more for this question, and then we'll move on. So, yeah, it's time to go somewhere. You've been, you know, walking the road for a long time with this job, and I feel like it may not be time to go from the job, but it may be time to start moving forward in the position that you're wanting, in the position that you are applying for. And it's going to be fair, because I feel like you're already a type of by the book type person. So you'll be treated fairly. So it's not gonna be no favoritism. It's gonna be based off of knowledge. And your supervisor or your manager could be a woman, and I feel like she by the book too. So I feel like she knows what's gonna bring money versus what's gonna weigh somebody down. So even though it may be like someone that could be, you know, be very pretty, and she may be like the office favorite or some shit like that. You know, think of how it resonates. Serendipity with this 4-leaf clover is tied to luck, time, and community. So it definitely takes a village. You may be at the edge, ready to change winds, ready to switch positions, but I think what you have to do is start cleaning it up, like cleaning up your resume, cleaning up your resume. If you have to vacate from this job, cleaning up your resume, and, you know, I'll say your workspace, your wherever, like however you work, your desk, especially if you work in customer service, like if you work in AT&T or something like that, cleaning up your cubicle, cleaning up around your desk, preparing yourself, you know. So I'll clarify the messages with these knowledge oracle tarot cards, and then I'm gonna end this video, because ain't no way you gonna think I'm about to put all that on one video. So once we finish this video, I'll start your quickie, and I'm going to make this reading based off these questions. I don't want to do the quickie and mix it with this energy right here, and mix it with this reading, if that makes sense. So clarify these oracle messages. Career-wise, what's next for the collective? Why she feels like she's at a crossroad. Can we, you know, give her some clarity over that as well? Spirit, please, and thank you. I'm gonna take these. So you're transforming, a transformation, a significant life experience that requires changes to be made, powerful and often unexpected revelations, breaking free of procrastination. So that means you've been holding you back, so you've been stuck, and releasing old belief patterns, feeling as if like you're not qualified or good enough. It's time for you to stand up for yourself with the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is all about actions and boundaries. So what you're doing is you're standing up for yourself, and you're no longer being the one that just do. You gonna do, and you know, if I'm gonna be doing this, I need to be paid for it. I need a raise. I need a promotion. Stand up for yourself and your beliefs and have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. I definitely feel like you are going to succeed with this Queen of Wands energy. That's real boss bitch energy right there. Anything related to a fire sign is boss shit. Brilliant, talented, independent, but can be controlling, and that could be your downfall. There's nothing you can't do. Believe in yourself. Never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. What you need right now is a balance between work and personal. Yeah, promotion coming your way, sis. And when you get it, you better call me. You better let me know. Just stay in control with the Emperor. Very logic and organizations is going to increase your success. So remember, I was telling clean up around your cubicle. Clean up around your cubicle. There's a leadership role coming. You qualified, even if you feel like, even if your little self-doubt tell you that you're not. That structure and that discipline that you have within is gonna get you this position. I just want to taste it and see if it's good. Cause I made some turkey necks for Mother Day. Not feeling like what we eating? Slave food. The only thing that's holding you back and why you feel stuck at that crossroad is fear. You need to give yourself a break, warrior woman, because you've been carrying a lot. You need to take a rest and give yourself a break before you're making this decision, because you could be mentally drained and mentally exhausted. So that's probably why you feel stuck. I ain't gonna remove these because we finished with this question. Now, on to the next one. See, you see how you went from career to love? That's the imbalance that Spirit's talking about. Let me see. Because I want to be able to do this quickie, but I don't want to get into too much the energy from the quickie. And next time you do decide to get a quickie with me, even though it's okay to have to use both of the zodiac signs, because they do kind of, you know, coincide with each other, I prefer not to read two different love energies in one reading, because it can definitely become confusing. So if you would like to do whenever you do decide to get a love reading next time moving forward, let's do it separate. I'll try to give you as much of advice on the one of them a Scorpio, as much as I can. So very pleased and thank you. The collective wants to know where she is with a soulmate. The Pisces wants to know where she is with a soulmate, and what does the rest of 2026 look like for her. Let's not a timely 10 to 1. You alright? Let's kind of tie this 10 to 1. Where the collective is with her soulmate connection, and what does the rest of 2026 look like for the Pisces? Yeah, please and thank you. Please and thank you. What the rest of 2026 look like for the Pisces? And where is she with a soulmate? So let's see. Cards say, where is she with a soulmate? Connection. Yesterday, when I read these questions and I was putting everything together, the first thing I heard is standards too high. What you're expecting from someone versus what you receive. I understand that we all want the perfect man, and we are woman. We're gonna float your boat. We all want the perfect, a happy ever after, perfect ending. But sometimes we have to ask ourselves: are we pouring into ourselves enough to even be able to depict what is good and what's not? Of course, we don't want nobody that's gonna cheat on us. No one that's gonna hit on us and abuse us. But if you have controlling traits, let's see what the first couple of cards say. So the Seven of Coins is about you being patient. I feel like you've been patient, as well as money could play a role for you as well. Aunt Carolyn is in reverse, and Aunt Carolyn was a medium, a woman who was fairly highly in tune with her intuition. You better stop getting readings from everybody versus myself. I'm not sure who else you've been dabbling with when it comes to readings, but you better stop, because it's a jokester energy or a trick energy that some readers can like tell you what you want to hear because that's what they see, but they read it wrong because it's what you want to hear. So be cautious of who you allow to read your energy. The train, the railroad is here. The train card is here. Railroad bill is about, again, something coming in. I feel like something is coming in. The where you are with this soulmate energy, something is coming in. Train tracks could be significant. They could work off the road, or they could work around like the railroad line, trains. I had a book and I lost it in storage, and the book explains everybody's what their purpose and why they were put as major arcanas, because the next card is Gullah Jack. And I feel like this is someone who was very outspoken, very knowledgeable, but and the only way they could shut him up is by hanging him. I look at, if you would like to look more into Gullah Jack to see what his story is, that's on you. But what I'm picking up from it is they hushed him because he wouldn't hush. So they hung him because he was too powerful, or his mouth was too, he was too outspoken. So I'm telling you this, just like the messages from the career question. Pick and choose your battles wisely. You have to, you can't have high standards when you don't know what you want, if that makes sense. So where you are with a soulmate is coming in, but the message that I'm picking up from it is don't hang yourself in the process by running your mouth. The Father of Baskets is, I feel like it can be plentiful for you, because this is someone, I feel like that plays a role in what you look for in a man, what your dad was and who your dad was too, if your dad was in your life. But it's almost as if it's this father or this masculine energy that surrounds you. Someone could like to fish as well. But the representation behind the Father of Baskets is, I know that the coins is pentacles, the baskets could be emotions. So stay in control of your emotions as well. But a little backstory about the Father of Baskets. This man was a fisherman. and he did a lot of fishing, and at first he wasn't catching no fish, and then but he never gave up, and he went out there and he caught so many goddamn fish. He was overly anointed with fish. So, you know, your love is out there, but it's gonna take time. That means that the love that you desire is there, but you got to be patient. You want someone that you can take home and have around your family, and it's there, it's coming. But what I'm hearing is you got to lower your standards, because I feel like you be pushing men away because you're very guarded probably from past hurt relationships, and that could be your downfall. All right. And the next question, well, I'm about to put the goddamn cards down. The next question was, what does the rest of 2026 look like for the collective? See, that's why I put these down, because I'm going to use some more cards for this. You got me using all my cards. But for that love, I feel like with these ancestor cards, these hoodoo cards, they only come out because they like ancestors. So it's only deep-rooted shit when I feel like, it's deep-rooted when I feel like it comes out. So it's not that you can't find a man, it's that you have a problem keeping one, because it's you the problem. So with that being said, you got to switch it up, sis. You know what your downfalls is in a relationship. It ain't gonna be, these cards ain't gonna be able to depict that in no type of way, but they will, because they straight up and straightforward about it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it's you. So what does the rest of 2026 look like for the collective, for the Pisces? Here, please and thank you. What does the rest of 2026 look like for the Pisces? Here, please and thank you. I feel like you're finna take you a little trip. You may be taking you a trip this year before going to a big city, maybe Texas or somewhere, maybe Chicago. I definitely feel like you're coming out of this phase where you've been kind of contemplating and sitting in your head a lot, possibly thinking about exactly why you are in the position that you're in. And the reason why you feel like you're stuck at a crossroad, because you're stuck in your head. There is some type of third party in the situation that happened to you that just put you in a bad place, and it's kind of been you kind of been stuck in that place since. I feel like you were pouring into someone who was pouring lesser into you. That's where the imbalance came in. You see how it all tied up? And then the fate, the Wheel of Fortune card, it fell. And that's why you feel stuck. That's why you feel you're stuck at this in this place. But the New of Pentacles speaks about new beginnings. Like I said, a new home, a new crib, a new car, a promotion is coming. Once you accept that life goes on, I feel like you are very guarded right now, even though you are open to love. The reason why, but you are open to love, but once you really get it, you can become very possessive, or very controlling, or very clingy with it. So it's hard for you to, if you want the love to come in, you want new things to come in, but you cannot carry that whatever bitterness that you're holding on from a past hurt, and you cannot go in with clingy or possessive ways. And another thing that you cannot do is try to control people with money. I feel like that's what you need to start working on moving forward, because you're carrying a lot of hurt and a lot of betrayal from the past, and the things that you're manifesting is there for you, but the choice is completely up to you. Do you stay in this cycle of, oh, he hurt me, fuck that nigga, or I'm hurt, and ain't now nigga gonna do that shit to me again, which is all fine and dandy, but are you gonna make every man pay for what someone else did to you? And that's where you have to find control, because the emperor is here, and I feel like you have to learn how to gain control over the choices that you make in your life, Pisces. That's why you don't feel as happy, or that's why you feel like, that's why you can feel unhappy at times with yourself, because of control, especially when it comes to relationships. Now, you'll be, you as far as work, you a leader, but outside of work, that's where the balance plays a role, separating. At work, you a leader, you a boss bitch, but at home, you are submissive to your partner. If you can't find no balance between that, it's gonna be the 10 of cups. You're not gonna find that happiness that you're looking for, that family and all that stuff that you want. It's gonna be the opposite of that. It's like you're gonna keep driving yourself further in this, further and further into this clutter fuck. And I hope you enjoyed this general question reading. Yeah, I remember when I used to do the $35 reading, baby. That was a long time ago. But I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much.